What up, YouTube? Been on a little bit of a hiatus. It's been working and trying to make some money to buy some car parts. Had the drop the transmissions, both of them, off at Bandy Automotive, Sean Bandy, and he is in the processes of building me a transmission. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I know I'm going 180 gear, but 8 disc clutch and a better pump, a Sportsman brake, and I don't know what else he's gonna do to it, but that's what's in the makings. Okay, so I've been saving up all my damn money for that venture. I wanted to get some kind of big ticket item out of the way this summer, and carburetor's one, and transmission's another. That's gonna be like, that's quite a bit of money. So anyway, waiting. The humidity is almost gone in my parts. Okay, it's getting better. Next week I'm gonna have a good week to mess with the car, so I've been putting a checklist together of stuff that I want to do, and I'm gonna try and get that buttoned up after work every day this week. Come out and put a few hours in on it and just see what we can get done. I still got like another 2-3 weeks, I want to say, until I can spray this damn thing with paint. So once we spray it with paint, it's back together. We can start building a race car here. But in the dirty part's almost over, man. I can come out here and I ain't got to come out here in crummy clothes. Everything will be clean. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Start doing some aluminum work, but that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. So hopefully I'll have a transmission for too long here to show you guys. But just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to paint the underneath side of the car and get to all the stuff underneath of there that needs painted and stuff. You know, we got the bottom of the car to paint, so got to paint that. I'm going to have to paint everything, but the bottom was the most stickler. Like, how the hell are we going to get underneath there? I don't want to lay on this paint that we're using. Is the most stickiest shit known to man. The Step Pop was in sandals when he painted the parts, and it was ripping the sandals off of his feet. So I didn't really want him laying down there, because I'm paying him to spray the car, you know, so he's gonna paint it, of course. But I'm trying to figure out what's the least painfulest way, you know, for him to get underneath here and paint all this stuff. So I was trying to figure that out. I think I figured it out. It's some ghetto engineering, but two good sturdy jacks back, or stands back there, jack stands, and we'll just have to touch that up once the car's off of those. But and then my engine hoist is the only thing that could really get it up there high enough for us to really spray underneath the car. And I'm just gonna do one coat underneath of here. It says 1 or 2 coats. Okay, it doesn't even require a third coat. This shit is thick. You put it on heavy. So it's not like you dust coat it the first rip. The first rip, you are laying this shit on. And it's really good paint, because you lay it on and it like groups together. It doesn't run. Okay, like you would think as wet as you're spraying it, it's gonna run. It doesn't. It is unreal. All that shit that we painted, all them parts, all them different angles and shit that he had to do on that rear end, no runs. It's the craziest shit. This is really good paint. I love it. So we're just gonna do one coat on the bottom and just start down here, you know, at the back, and just kind of work our way, you know, up the car so that way that he doesn't have to sit in the damn overspray. Like I said, I got those two fans up there, and the way I'm going to set this up, I think we're going to get a little bit better airflow this time, so it should pull all this shit up instead of 90% of it going on the floor. But once we get the bottom sprayed, that's going to be a final go. You know, well, I'll probably, anyway, I can lower it down, you know, lower the car back down onto one jack stand right in the middle of that front end there, and paint all the rest of the car, you know, paint all the rest of the car up here and shit, and then I can lift it back up in the air and go over the bottom and make sure we got everything real good, you know, make sure everything's sprayed. It's just kind of trying to play it out before it happens, you know, that way that this, I'm not trying to do it and make sure the car is sturdy. It is sturdy as shit. You would think that this is kind of unsafe. I mean, it is. It's by no means safe. I do not suggest anybody do this, okay? Don't do this. But it's my only means, okay? And the car don't weigh really much. So if it was to fall, I wouldn't say if it fell on me I'd be able to get it off. But if it fell on my pop or something crazy, right? We won't even say anything like that. But I could get it right off of him. I mean, I can, with the car sitting flat on the ground, I can lift it from both ends and lift the car up. Now, I don't think I can lift the entire car's weight, but I can definitely lift half and half. Okay, so anyway, all that yama. So, yep, ain't got much. Like I say, I'm gonna knock out my little checklist, which is, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things on there so far that I got to do. And while it's up like this, I'm kind of going over all the welds and everything, see if there's anything else I want to add to this list. So that way I can get this all done, because my plans are to get these floors welded in possibly next weekend, and then sand the car down. And anyway, just can't wait to get past this stage, because this is like by far one of the harder stages. And the only reason it's not that it's hard that it's in the middle of the summer and it's hot as shit. So this paint needs to be at below 72 degrees, like around 72 degrees or lower, because it's a self-leveling paint. Okay, so if it's really hot, the paint is going to start to set up a little faster than it should, and I'm going to get orange peel. I don't want that shit. So I want it to kind of slowly dry so that the paint has time to settle itself in and self-level itself, right? So I can't paint while it's 90 freaking degrees. Sorry about that, son. Sorry about that. But you can't paint when it's 90 degrees, and that sucks, you know. Plus the humidity gets up crazy. But fall is right around the corner here, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna get these floors welded in, and I'm having 70-degree weather all next week. But unfortunately, I got so much work still to do. I haven't been out. Anyway, I got a bunch of work to do to get the car even ready for paint. But the reason I ain't been out here working on it is because the mosquitoes, when it's like 95 degrees out, the mosquitoes come in here and just tear me up. Oh my God. And it's been pretty decent tonight. It's cooler, you know, it's cooler weather. But like there's so many insects that come into this garage when I open the garage door. I don't really want to paint my car with the freaking insects. Like I'm trying to wait them out, you know. If they could fucking die off, then I ain't got to worry about bugs and flies and shit in my paint, you know. So not really rushing the process, but just don't have I don't have no content, you know. I don't have anything to do to it. I know new parts coming, just waiting on this transmission. Like, I don't know what that's going to entail, anywhere from probably 2,500 to 3,500 to him, if I was to guess. Maybe even more, I don't know. But so that's going to be like a $5,000 transmission. Should be a nice one. But none of this shit's cheap, man. Jesus Christ. And my ass getting old. Can't work as much as I used to. I mean, I can, but it's tearing me up. I have to take a couple weekends off these repairs so that I got sick. I don't know if I got the COVID or what, but I had something and it's still kicking my ass. I got no motivation. It made me lazy as shit. So I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it's on the outs, thank God. But I am back in the garage. I am back to getting this car done. Like I say, my main focus here is to, by spring of next year, have this frame painted, the car rolling, on brakes done, shocks. I mean, everything. You know, get this damn thing rolling. Get it back. Get everything back together. Get the rear end and everything in place. Get everything fucking right. You know what I mean? And then I can buy shocks for it after. I can't buy shocks for the car. I don't want to even buy shocks for it until I've got the entire car built. Once I've got the entire car built, motors in, everything's in, it's fucking full of fuel, I'm going to throw it on a set of scales with the car at the ride height that I'm going to put solid shafts in. I got a set for the front, right? And these are in place of the shock, okay, the coilover shock. You bolt them into the front end, and for instance, I'm going to have 4 of these in the car, with the car set at ride height, okay, at my desired ride height, or where it's supposed to kind of be. Anyway, get the ride height there, and then I'll put these in the car and put it on scales and get my numbers. That'll tell me car's natural weight bias. I just want to know the car's natural weight bias. Is she heavy in the front? Of course. How heavy is she in the rear? What kind of weight we got in the rear? Yada yada yada, right? And then I can take those weights and those percentages and ship them off to Strange, and they can valve a shock for this car, and put me the correct size springs. That way that there ain't no guessing games. There ain't no buying a shock, then okay, the shock's fucking not got the strength. Because the one thing I'm worried about is I've got short ladder bars. Shorter ladder bars are more violent, okay? So they want to extend much faster. So you're going to need a lot better of a shock to slow that extension down. You want it to separate, but you don't want it to separate so fast that it smashes and you don't want to smash the slick. It'll just crush it, and it'll never get round, and it'll clam up and do weird shit. So you need good shocks. So long story short, I want to be able to give whoever I'm getting shocks from. I ain't for sure if I'm going to go Strange on the rear. I'm probably going to go Strange on the front. I might buy a really nice set for the back, because I mean, let's face it, them rear shocks is where the money's at. So I mean, the fronts play a big role too, but rears are king ding. So that'll be my last purchase, will be my shocks. So sucks, I hate it, because that makes it look real nice, you know, and all that, but I don't want to have to buy them, send them back, buy different springs. Don't need to do all that. So if you haven't tried this Raspberry, which I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this shit, but they're not sponsoring me by no means, but this shit right here, it hits different. Ooh. Ooh. And see, I like it in a bottle, because again, all these goddamn bugs in here and shit, these flies and these gnats, and the dust doesn't get in my drink. But anyway, man, now I'm just mumbling bullshit. So man, I'm sorry I ain't been dropping no videos. You guys that watch me, I appreciate you guys sticking with me or just hanging in there and waiting for me to get past this process. But I swear to God that we're a month away from starting to build a race car. I mean, it's built. It's just got to get put back together. It's got to get painted and put back together. And I did decide. I had welded these in. I was gonna put a panel in between here. I did put a panel. I got them made for this. And then I'm gonna shit can that idea. I don't really like it. I'm gonna get rid of them, grind them off, and just be done with that. That's one of the things on the list. There's all kinds of shit. But anyway, guys, other than that, I ain't gonna bug you. So I'll go tell you, love your neighbor, and we'll see you when we're painting, man.